today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine and how to get this look, because this is my everyday makeup routine. Let's just get right into the video and I'll just show you how to do this. And it's pretty simple, pretty much my everyday makeup routine. I kind of switch it up, but this is pretty much what I do, and I hope you guys enjoy. So first I'm going to start out by priming my face with the NYX hydrotouch primer. This is a very moisturizing primer, so I like to use it every day because I have a combination to oily skin. Yeah, kind of. It's hard to explain because I have acne and I use this acne treatment stuff on my face, and it kind of dries it out to get rid of the acne, so I have to moisturize whenever I do my makeup. And I usually take the Fenty foundation, and my shade is 130. That just got there like last night and it really hurts, and I'm just like, oh. And that one. Now that we have our foundation on, sorry the lighting looks a little different because I forgot to turn on my ring light. So I just finished up my foundation, and now we're gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape foundation in the shade Light Sand. I usually just do one swipe of the concealer because this concealer is very full coverage, so you don't need a lot. And I also like to highlight my nose with the concealer, so I just go down my nose like this and up here like that, and my cupid's bow and my chin. Now that we have the concealer on, I'm just going to take my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D and the Shade and Light brush. I'm going to take the light side. It's called the light side, I guess. I don't know. It just says light. So I'm just going to take that side and I'm going to dip it into this shade right here. And I'm just going to highlight my places where it needs to be highlighted. And I'm going to put it right where I put my concealer to set my concealer, so it doesn't cake up and it doesn't crease. And I also put it on my nose so I don't get oily during the day. I don't use a lot of powder. I don't bake because I used to bake and it dried out my skin like crazy and it just didn't work for me. But if you bake, then you can just do that step instead. Go up on my forehead and put a little powder up there too because I get very oily on my forehead. Even if I have a matte foundation on, I always do this because, especially under the eyes, even if they do get dry, they're gonna crease if you don't set them. So that's set, I'm gonna go on to my eyes and I'm gonna prime my eyes with the concealer that we just used. Just put it on my eyelids like that and then blend it in. And I'm gonna set it with the same shade in the Shade and Light palette. If I'm doing eyeshadow that day, if I do, I most likely do, but I usually use either this palette, or I use E.L.F's own palette, Supernatural palette. And this is a very pretty palette. I just really like it because it has a lot of neutral tones in it, so it's good for every day. First, I'm going to take this color in the Model's Own palette and I'm going to put it in my crease. A Morphe M441 brush. And as you can see, it's a very good transition shade, which I love. Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 palette. Sorry, I never gave the name, but that's what this one's called. I go into these two shades and I usually just mix them together just to create a good shade because one's too light, one's too dark. So yeah. I'm just going to put this on the outer V of my eye just to darken it up a little bit. But we don't want it to look too dark, so just go with a light hand on this. Take this shade right here in the Model's Own palette right there. I'm just going to dip into that and put it all over my lid. Now I'm going to do my brows with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. Now that I filled in the brows, I'm going to take my E.L.F. Clear Brow Gel. I just like to do this to keep the brows in place all day. Go back into that palette, the Tarte palette that I had. Take my E.L.F. contour brush, and I'm going to use this shade right here for the inner corner and brow bone. I use this almost every day, no joke. That's that problem. The brush that I used earlier, it's the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to dip into the same shades that we did before, and I'm going to put this on the lower lash lines. And ow. Ow. Just poked my eye. Technical difficulties. Now I'm going to take that Shade and Light palette that I used before, and I'm going to take the same brush but use the other end, the shade part of the brush, and I'm going to dip into this color right here, and I'm going to contour and bronze my face. For my nose a little bit, I'm going to take the E.L.F. Flawless Concealer brush, and I'm just going to dip in the same shade in the palette. Take my mini Tarte blush in Party. I don't put a lot of blush on every day because I don't really need it. I'm not a huge blush fan, but like if I don't put it on, I look so pale. I look like a ghost. I look like I'm sick or something. And now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty highlight. It's one of the Kilowatt. This one. Okay, but every time I wear this, I love this highlight. It's so pretty. Not gonna lie, I wear highlighter every day because I love it so much. And now I'm going to curl my lashes with this Forever 21 curler lash. Lash curler. What was I saying? Mascara that I use every day is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. And to finish everything off, I either go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, like on a regular basis. Like I literally wear this every day. No joke. It's so pretty. I love it. Love Fenty. Like, her line is like bomb. Yes, honey. This is what my makeup usually looks like every day. And yeah. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.